Hello. Sorry, I'm late. 5 minutes late, and yet I'd promised to be here on time. But due to unavoidable circumstances, I'm late. So we're just going to hang around for like maybe 5 minutes to see if anyone is going to join us. So let's hang in for a few minutes. Yeah, I promised to come here and answer your questions. And yeah, it's been a while, right? It took forever for me to come live, you know. So we'll see how this goes. See how this goes. You're welcome. I see someone. I intend to just be here so like briefly. Hopefully we can be here for like 30 or so minutes because I've really been receiving messages, inboxes, people asking me questions about this whole asylum thing. And I just thought right now, yeah, like I put in my last video that today we would go live, answer those questions, and yeah, and go forward with it, because I don't know if it's an aspect of miscommunication or anything. I'm realizing that there are a lot of people who already find themselves in Canada, and then they're getting stuck. They're getting stuck because, yeah, the advice they were given is come on visit visa and then come and seek asylum. Yeah, like the asylum thing is, I'm not trying to discourage anyone. But my concern is a lot of people just seem to bump into this thing because someone told them it's easy, it's the easiest way, whatever. And the consequences of that, to me, is what made me say, let me come here and do this live, that I just needed to come here and do this live because um, I think it's not fair at the end of the day. I think it's not fair at the end of the day for you to come to Canada and then get stuck and stranded, like, to me that's terrible, really terrible, for someone to get to Canada and then the person is stranded and doesn't know what to do, like what next thing to do. So that's, to me, that's really terrible. So yeah, that's why I thought we should come here live and answer to answer to some of those questions. I'm not going to change anything that I've already said in my videos. Um, all I'm going to emphasize is this this asylum thing. Seeking asylum, I don't it's not as easy as people might try to portray it to be. And it's, yeah, I feel like that's one of the toughest routes anyone can take to settle in Canada, because the emotional and psychological strain that thing can have on you as a person, you guys, I don't know, like it's crazy. So, but like I've always emphasized in my videos, as seeking asylum, make sure, like, make sure you're able to prove, you're able to back up your claim with evidence, because these people are not stupid. These people are not stupid. They know and understand what's going on around the world. So don't just think you're going to come up with any random story and you're good to go. You know, come up with a random story and then the story is going to go. Yes, it will give you an opportunity for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, depending on how long it takes for your court, for the court to hear your case. In that 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, yes, you're going to be given you're going to be given a work permit. You're going to be living your life literally here in Canada. But the most important thing is, this is supposed to be a long-term thing, right? This is supposed to be a long-term thing. This is supposed to be something, okay, like this is supposed to be where you're supposed to build your life. But let's say after the 2-3 years, your case is hard, and then they don't accept your case on grounds that there's not sufficient evidence, on the grounds that, you're not able to, like, you don't have concrete backup for your case. Like, to me, that's very devastating. That is really, really devastating. That's the worst thing that can happen to anyone, I believe. Like, that's the worst thing that can happen to anyone. So my emphasis is that, make sure when you're taking this asylum route, you have concrete evidence, like you can defend your case. Sometimes people reach out to me, "Oh, favorite, I don't have a case. What can I do?" And sometimes I don't know what to say. You don't have a life-threatening case, but then you want to seek asylum, like. And by the way, some of these visas, people apply for this visit visa, people spend a whole fortune, people spend a lot of money for to get these visas. And I don't know if some of you have been following news, or I don't know if some of you have been following news, have you been watching news or whatever, what's going on in Canada. Number one of it is the housing crisis, the housing issue. Because when people are putting out this information out to you, they're saying, yeah, come seek asylum, easy peasy, you get support for accommodation or whatever. So it sounds like like the best thing to do, the best thing that can happen to one's life. People are not telling you the nitty-gritties. You come here, shelters telling you, oh, shelters are full. I've had people reach out to me, how stranded they are. They have gone to shelters and they're being turned away by these shelters, even because there's no enough accommodation for them. They're saying there's no space in these shelters. They're saying all these things. So, like, is it worth it? How about you explore other opportunities? How about you explore coming as a student? If you don't have the money for student, how about you try these, to look for LMIA jobs, the other opportunities? Because, like I said, the asylum opportunity is not for the faint-hearted. And the only way you're going to feel secure and you're going to feel okay and comfortable is if you know deep down within you, you have a valid case. Like, you have a valid case with concrete evidences. The situation, like, yeah, like there's no, like, you can't go wrong. There are people reaching out to me asking for my lawyer's number, or can you give us your lawyer's number to help These lawyers don't create stories for you. You have to have your story, and then you go to these lawyers to tell them your story, and then they can help you to put it better. I've never come across a lawyer who creates stories for people, but if you have met them, good for you. But like my mom, the success, like I can't emphasize this enough. The success for any asylum claim, the success for any asylum claim is having outstanding evidence. Outstanding evidence. Okay, there is having a case, number one, which is a point I wanted to handle. There is having a case, right? Number one. Number two, the questions these guys are going to ask you is, okay, I'm giving an example of Uganda because Uganda is the only place I know better when it comes to, I know the cities and whatever. So let's say you are in Kampala and you're claiming that the threat on your life is happening in Kampala. They're going to, okay, because there's an expectation of, like I said, there are three aspects to asylum. Number one, there's an actual threat on your life, and the threat is personal to you, like the threat has your name written on it. Like the threat, if it can't be, if it is a community threat, that's different. Unless it's like, you see, like if you're from a war-torn place, if you're from a war zone, that's a totally different scenario. Like that's a totally different scenario. Of course, that one qualifies you for asylum literally automatically, But like the small threats, let's say maybe your community is being under attack for some reason, blah blah blah. Yeah, the attack, number one, there should be attack on your life, like a threat, like real attack on your life, like your life is in danger. That there has to be a danger on your life. That's number one. Number two, the danger has to be personal, like your name is written all over it. That's number three. Is you can't find protection anywhere within. So for the case of Uganda, like I said, if there's a threat on your life in Kampala, the question they would ask you is, so the threat is on your life in Kampala. Why didn't you go seek refuge or seek help in Gulu? Why didn't you go seek help in Kawale? Why didn't you go seek help in Arua? That's it. If it's just a threat confined to one place, then the respect, you can still, yes, the threat is only confined to one place, so you should be able to seek for help in another place. So that may also be grounds for your claim not to be, accepted or strong enough. Now, another one is evidence. What tangible evidence? Like people ask me, what do they mean by evidence? Like, what is your claim, number one? Like, that's the question that always baffles me. You're saying, so like what proof, or what? You said something. Like if I say, if let's say, okay, so and so wants to kill me, what can I sow? What can I sow that's like, what can I sow to you that so and so actually wants to kill me? You see? Evidence. I thought evidence is something that can be interpreted in a layman's, I thought something everyone can interpret in a layman's terms, Yeah, evidence, when they talk about evidence, what can you show? What can you show to prove what you just claimed? So whatever your claim is, make sure you have evidence. Evidence, like specifically to you, personal to you. You can't bring a newspaper print that says, women are being killed, whatever. Yeah, it has to be something like, something personal to you. So evidence is like, evidence is like actually the rule, like the grounds for which your claim can be accepted. So please, people, all the questions you've been asking me, make sure there's a threat on your life. Make sure there's a real threat on your life. Make sure the threat is just not confined in one place. Even if you went to other parts of your country, you can still not get the support you need, you can still not get the safety that you're looking for. That's why Canada becomes an option for you. Like Canada is, that's why you decided to come to Canada, because within you will still not be protected. And make sure you're able to prove that, you're able to prove that within your country you can still not be protected, you are still not safe within your country. Prove, 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 prove. Proof is what I call evidence. Then yeah, so I think that's all I have to say. It's just I think, like I said, the secret to asylum. So those who want to forge it, you better pray, like be on your knees, praying to God that a miracle happens for you. Because like I said, these guys are not dumb. These guys, yes, they are not dumb. They even take time to carry their own research to find out more about your case. Hence, that's why you see, you after submitting your case, you have to wait for some time until your case is being heard. So these guys are not dumb. So right now, there are really a lot of failed asylum cases that have been rejected. So many of them. They said there was 46,000 asylum claims. Unfortunately, almost half of those claims are from students, people who came here on student visa and now are changing their visa. Okay, they're now deciding to seek for asylum, which violates a lot of things. So there's so much going on right now. So the best advice I'm giving you is to make sure you are actually a step ahead. Make sure you have what it takes for your claim to be accepted, because you don't want to be what part of the statistics of the 4,000, 40 something thousand of people. And because when your claim is rejected, deportation is, yeah, you can actually appeal, but in most cases it's rare that when your case gets rejected, it's rare that your appeal can turn around that ruling, the first ruling. So when your case gets rejected the first time, the chances that appeal will help you is tiny, really tiny. So make sure your claim is valid. Make sure you have evidence to back your claim. Like, let's make sure you have evidence to back your claim, so that you are safe, so that you can come to this country and really stay. Like, it's very heartbreaking, 2-3 years down the road you get deported, and normally that doesn't come when you're prepared. It doesn't normally prepare you. So that's my plead with you, with you people, with people who want to seek asylum. If you don't have a concrete ground to seek asylum, please don't do it. Please, I beg of you, do not do it. If you don't have strong grounds to seek asylum, don't do it, because you don't want to come and waste 2-3 years of your life and still get deported back. And deportation, you know what that means, and that will block for you so many doors. That will really block for you so many doors. So if you do not have strong grounds to seek asylum, I beg of you, please don't do it. Do not do it. I beg. I really beg of you. I'm not, like I said, I'm not discouraging anyone. If you have faith in your claim, please go ahead and do it. Go do it. Try your luck. But make sure you have evidence, like you have outstanding evidence to back your claim. And then there you go. As long as you have evidence, trust me, strong enough evidence that to defend your case, yeah, that can work for you. But if you do not, I don't know what to say. I seriously do not know what to say. I really do not know what to say if you do not. So if you do not have a strong case that can qualify you to get asylum, please try, and you still want to come to Canada, please try other avenues. Try different avenues to come to Canada. Because you guys, the mental stress this asylum claim can have on you, the waiting, where you're waiting and there are no answers, like things are not happening as fast as you wish. It's terrible. It's terrible. And then at the end of the day, your case doesn't go successful after going through all that. It's crazy. really, really crazy. And I think that's all I had to say for today. Maybe we'll do this some other time because I have to go to work. I have to go to work. So yeah, that's all I have to say for today.